Hello everybody, welcome back to Jeff's Computer Servers on YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing you guys on how to install Nextcloud on your Proxmox server using TrueNAS Scale for this process. We're going to be doing the entire process from TrueNAS until Nextcloud on your Proxmox server. So let's just get this started. So first up, go to your server and we're going to add the ISO from TrueNAS Scale. Go here to local ISO images. I'm gonna upload it. Mine is on the desktop. I'm gonna search for it. Okay, from here in the desktop, TrueNAS Scale. I'm just gonna add it here. Just gonna upload that. It's just gonna take a few minutes for that part to finish. Once we have that part set up, we will need to make two drives for this process. One drive is going to be for the boot drive of TrueNAS, and the other one is going to be basically the the shared drive that is going to be used by Nextcloud, so that way you can upload your files. Okay, so that finished copy. Now we just need to wait here that it is going to say task OK. So it's still loading right here. You can see it still is not finished copying to the total. So I'm gonna just give that a few more minutes. And there we have it. Test OK. And it should be, yeah, here it is. Perfect. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and create a new VM. You're gonna turn this one off. Now once we created, now I'm gonna create a new VM for this. Gonna give it a name. TrueNAS Scale. Sure, let's do it like that. TrueNAS Scale. You click on OS or Next. You can leave this default and just add here the ISO, TrueNAS Scale, Next. Everything here can remain default. Okay, now here we're going to add two drives. One will be the boot drive, and one is going to be the additional drive that you need to actually store the stuff that you want to add to the Nextcloud. So the first drive, I'm just gonna make it small. It's up 30, and let's just leave it at 25. And now the second one, it's gonna be, for the example, let's make it 250. There we have it, 125 and 250. Now we're just gonna click on next. Let's just put two cores here for the CPU. Memory, put four. You can add more to this, but since this is just going to be a demonstration, I am not going to go very advanced on this part. Just click next. That we're okay, leave it all default. You don't have to change anything here. And done. Okay, perfect. Now we're just gonna wait for it to be created. Okay. Let's just give that a few seconds to load up. And there it is. TrueNAS Scale. Now let's go ahead and start it up. Now it should boot us to the ISO. Okay, the installation. Now just click on enter. And we're going to give this a few seconds to load up. It should pop us anytime soon with the setup installation page. Just gotta wait there for a few minutes. Okay, there we go. This is the setup page. You're gonna click on install/upgrade. Says it has less than 8 RAM. Do you want to continue? Yes. This is demonstration. I can change the RAM anytime that I want. So yes, I do want to continue. Now, if you can see here are the two virtual drives that you created. The 25 will be, I'm going to use it for the boot, and the other one is going to be for the additional storage that you want to put in the Nextcloud. So from here, I'm going to select this one with your spacebar, and just going to click enter. And yes, we want to do that. Now we're going to click on the first one, user. Now we're going to add a password. This password will be used to log into the web UI, so do not forget it. Now we're gonna wait for that to load. Okay, still in the process. Allow EFI boot, yes please. This is just extracting. This is going to take a few minutes. I'll go ahead and fast forward this part. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, we're almost done here. As you can see, we're already halfway, 55%. I'm still waiting for this to finish. I'll be right back. I'm gonna fast forward again. Okay guys, so there we have it. The TrueNAS installation on SDA succeeded. Now we're going to reboot the drive. Perfect. Now in here, we're going to reboot the system, but I don't want to have any issues. So I'm going to just turn it off first, shut it down. This. Now I'm just going to go ahead and wait for that. And once that is shutting down on hard drive here, I'm going to go ahead and remove the ISO here, which would be the CD. Remove. Yes, please. Now let's just give that a few minutes. Okay. Oh, that just means it's still not turned off. Okay. I'll just first it to turn to stop it. Yes. There we go. Now we're gonna go back. Remove that. Yes. Now go back to console and let's start it up again. Now it should boot us immediately to the TrueNAS console. There it is. Click enter. Now just give that a few seconds. It should pop up with the screen with the IP address that it has selected uh, via your DHCP server from your router. So I'm just now waiting to see what IP address it took from my router. Just gotta wait for this to finish up. This might take a few seconds. If I go ahead and fast forward this part, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, and there we have it. As we can see up here, it shows the number 20 of the IP. So all that we need to do now is just open another tab. And let's go to 197.97.26.20 in my case. Okay, continue to site. And there it is. Now, for the username, it's going to be admin and the password that you put in the beginning of the installation. Just log in on that, and there we have it. We're ready to log into the TrueNAS. Just that we do have updates available, that's okay. You guys just go ahead now, and we're gonna go ahead and want to create a pool. Now, before we do that, I check to see what available apps we already have. We should have here in Nextcloud already available. Nextcloud. Okay, let's just search for it. Yep, there it is, Nextcloud. Now we need to set up the pool to install it. Now let's go ahead and set up the pool. Let's create a pool. Now we're gonna get the pool name. I'm just gonna keep it simple. NAS. Click on next. Layout. I put stripe. 250 drive it. That's it. I'm not gonna change anything else. Next. Oh yeah, all these parts are optional, so I'm gonna just save and go to review. Very discouraged. Okay. Weird. My browser crash. That's weird. Okay, what was I doing? Yes. Okay. Name for it. NAS. Next here. The layout. Stripe. There it is. Automatic. Yes. Save and go review. And create pool. Yes, I know. This is a demonstration. I'm not actually gonna use that. Just to start this up. Create a pool. Confirm. Continue. Now we're just going to give that a few seconds. Okay, and there we go. The pool is done. So now we can just go ahead and go to apps again. Check available apps. View all. Nextcloud is right here. Now set up the pool. Now we're going to select the pool. Select the NAS. Choose that one. Now just give that a few seconds. Okay, perfect. Just confirm. Agree. And we're going to install here. Now for the admin user, in our case, we already have set up a account for this. So let's just put the account that I already set up with Nextcloud. Just computer service at gmail.com. The password that I set up for it. Okay. The web port is going to be 9001. Install. Nothing else needs to be touched, and everything else going to remain the same to access your Nextcloud. Okay. Once you reach here, you can see here is deploying. You're gonna click web portal, but you're not gonna click it now. We're gonna wait until it says running, because if you click it now, it's not gonna load. So if I do this now, you can see here it's loading. You're gonna get an error message that's saying error connection refuse. Let's just skip that a few seconds. You're gonna see it's still not loading. We need to wait for this to change to running. So I'm gonna just wait for a few seconds here while that finish deploying and it goes into the running state. If we go back, we're gonna see error connection timeout. That's because it still hasn't loaded. Since this is gonna take us just a few minutes or a few seconds, depending how fast it does it. I'll reload the page just in case. Okay, still not done. Okay guys, and there we have it. Now it's in the running state. So if we click web portal, or you can just put in the IP address. In this case, the TrueNAS just put 197.97.26.20 in my case, and the two little dots with the port number that says here 9001. Or just click web portal and it's gonna launch you to the web portal. Now in this part, all that we need to do here is put in the email that we use in the configuration. I have your safe and the password, and you should be able to log in automatically with no issues. So I'm just go ahead and log in, and there you have it. Okay, perfect. This is just like a demonstration of everything that it has. This lets on your devices. You can also have your phone, Android, ISO, more. Want to check this out? I'm just gonna skip this part. So from here, you can actually customize everything that you have. Customize how you want, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, the status, the weather on this day, recency. See more widgets if you want to add. In our case, I just want to add files right now. And for this test, I'm just gonna go here in files. And I'm just gonna click on new. And as you can see here, you can create a new text file, new folder, or upload files. In my case, I'm gonna upload a file. And we're gonna upload this file that you see right here, Nextcloud test 1. That file has a different here tests, different folder files there. That doesn't really have anything, it's just empty. I just want to test it out so you know how to add files. So you're just gonna click on new, upload files. Since it's on the desktop, click desktop. From here, okay, here we go to Nextcloud. I'm gonna open that up, and I want to add all these files. And there it is. It's been added. So we should see here the files. They should be here they are. Test 5, test 4. Oh, I didn't want to download them. That's fine. But there you have it, guys. You have officially set up Nextcloud on your TrueNAS Scale inside of your Proxmox server. Have you a bunch of machines that I'm not even using right now just for testing and other purposes? But that's basically it, guys. If anybody has any issues on how to set this up or want something more, a little bit more advanced, or some part didn't work for you, just leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.